guys, welcome to Mama Tries. So we started working on this and then also I'm like, oh my god, we forgot to tell everybody. Anyway, let me see if I can turn this around in a second. So we started doing the brickwork with cork. So let me show you what it looks like. These are the little bricks. So I started doing the brickwork and Danny started doing the roof. We have completed, well, I keep saying we, but it's really him, has completed all the hardwood flooring that we're going to be doing. So once we are done with the roof and the sides, then he is going to go back on the floor, sand it, and we're going to stain it. He wants cherry wood? Babe? Cherry wood. So that's the colors that we're going to do the floors. And let me turn you guys around so you guys can see the start of the brick and the roof. Now this is going to probably take us a few days. It took him 3 days to do the flooring. So it's going to take, between the two of us, it should take us about another 3 days to do the roof and the exterior brickwork. So, alright, let's turn you around. Okay, so this is the brickwork. I've only started doing this, yeah, like 2 seconds ago. So I did like little spaces in between, so that way it kind of looks, you know, like real brick. And I'm not entirely sure if we're going to paint this brick or if we're going to leave it just as is. Once we're all done with everything, that will determine what we're going to do for the brick. So if we move our way up to the roof, here are our shingles. Now I sat down for 2 days clipping the ends of these popsicle sticks so we can create these shingles, and so that way it looks a bit more realistic. Okay? So we have all of that. I did the first 4 rows because I cut these edges so I know where I left off. He's been working on this, and pretty much like I said, we've only started working on this situation for a few minutes. He was finishing up the flooring, so now you can get a better view of the flooring a little bit. He was finishing up the flooring and trying to get that done, and there was a couple planks. Excuse me, sir. Please put this in water soap. Soapy water. Water soap. Soapy water. Because that's my actual paintbrush. And I don't want glue all over it. You're weird. He has one little spot right here that he has to do the flooring on this side, but oh, there he goes. It's like peekaboo. And not this. Well, we do have to scrape some of this paint off, but he has to also put the windows back in because he took out the glass panes, so that way they don't get further messed up. They got a bit of paint on them. So yeah, we'll come back to you when we got a little bit more done. We abandoned the brick. I took it out and sanded it down. I have to paint this part, but it's going to be this gray paint. And we finally, as you saw, finished the roof. And what I did is I made a dark gray stain using acrylic paint and water, and we did about two nice generous coats of the stain on the roof. Here's the other side. Okay, and then I just painted the trims whiter, and here is the front. What I have to do is paint just the doors red. We decided that we were just going to do those doors red, just to have something pop out and it's not so simple and plain. Let me move back. So it's not so simple and plain, and it doesn't attract the eye. Now, we did just sand this all down. We sanded all the floors, and when I was sanding, I noticed a few pieces that were not quite all the way down, because you can see this one shakes. I might see if I can peel that up and just glue it back down. And as you see from the previous flooring, we changed up the flooring. I had them rip it all up because it just didn't look right. And doing this staggered floor looked a lot better in the long run. So all we did was short, long, short, and then whatever piece fit there. And then the remaining piece, we brought it over on this side. And we just did it like that until we got all the way through. So, and he went all the way underneath the stairs. There's just one little pocket that he didn't do. That doesn't really matter because it's all the way down here. And also I laid down this paper here. And this paper I'm going to Mod Podge on top of it so it can have like this nice glossy shine. And it's supposed to kind of look like a mosaic tile. I did this up here as well as by the front door. So here is the front door. Okay. I just have to run a clear coat on this so that way it looks nice. And then I have to also do the door on the inside. I have to do a second, maybe a third coat in the white, just so that way on the inside it's more, you know, solid looking. And yeah, then we will be worrying about the pink color on the interior. And yeah, figure out what we're gonna do as far as that goes. Now I have the other house here. What I figure we'll do is we will sand this all down, and I'm going to make this actually into a more haunted house, kind of Halloween inspired house, gothic look. So stay tuned for that video because I think that's going to be a lot of fun, making that into the whole gothic theme. I first want to try it out on the small box room thing before I move on to that, so that way I can kind of get an idea of the kind of things that I want definitely in here. I think it's really good to test it out on a cardboard box to see how you're going to do things before you actually start doing it. That way if it doesn't work, you don't do it in the big one. So yeah, alright. So I want to say thank you for watching all of this. Stay tuned for the next video where we're going to do a lot more things inside. Danny is thinking about doing it all up and not putting in furniture and selling it as is with no furniture, which in my opinion does sound really smart right now because this is our first one. But I definitely want to at least get the kitchen cabinets and stuff like that, and I definitely want to get the bathroom. But the furniture itself, I think we can leave it alone. Kind of like how when you buy a house, you don't buy it with furniture, but you do buy it with the bathroom and the kitchen at least. So that's what we're thinking, and yeah, we still have to put the front porch. We still have to put this on a platform. Put electrical through this. So I think that's probably another 2 or 3 more videos. So stay tuned to all of those. Please make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we post new videos. I try to post at least once a week. If there's something that happened, I'll post twice a week, but otherwise I post once a week.